My name is Chidimma Vannesa Onwe Adetshina, and I cannot start off this video without expressing my gratitude to the incredible people who have shown me so much love and so much support. Now, I have received an invitation from the Silverbird Group, who are the organizers of the Miss Universe Nigeria beauty pageant. And I say this with great excitement because I have decided to participate in the Miss Universe Nigeria 2024 beauty pageant. Now, I understand the expectations and responsibilities that come with this title, and I am so excited to embark on this journey. And I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to participating in Africa's most prestigious beauty pageant, Miss Universe Nigeria.
Hello guys, this is what we call beauty personality. She exudes class, she exudes radiance, right? So Chidimma is contesting for Miss Universe Nigeria 2024, and of course, if you go online, lots of people are praising her while some tongues are wagging. Anyway, how did we even get here? Let us rewind a little bit, okay, for clarification.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze, in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored.
There is something you should know. He who dislikes your father will surely hunt you down. One of the mistakes that a lot of young people do make these days is actually thinking that they are not part of the big fight or part of a family fight. If I'm being honest here, it is safe to say that Nigeria is not in any competition with South Africa. Listen guys, we are not rivals in anything. Even the football brouhaha that was just recent, okay, that happened due to the Grammy issues. And of course, anyone that follow through the Grammy will know that it was just like pitching us against each other. Okay? So that aside, we are not rivals. South Africans and Nigerians do not have the same intonation. We don't. We do not look alike. You can easily spot a South African amongst Nigerians. We do not share a direct ancestral history, except when you are talking or narrating about the general African descent. We are not both in ECOWAS. Nigeria is in West Africa, while South Africa is in southern part of Africa. Citizens of both countries require visa to visit each country. There was a particular media platform that I went through concerning this Chidimma's issue, and I saw someone that wrote that South Africans do not require visa to visit Nigeria, or someone from South Africa do not require visa. Hey, I do not know where you got that information from, but please, you require visa from South Africa to Nigeria. You need an e-visa, okay? You have to get your visa approved, sent to you before you will board your flight from South Africa through Nigeria. That is for you that want to get visa on arrival, and that is for those that want to come in for business. Apart from that, please, you need your visa, proper visa, please, before you enter Nigeria. Most of us Nigerians, we don't really know how hard it is to get visa to enter Nigeria. And for those from neighboring countries, especially those under ECOWAS, who do not need visa to enter Nigeria, it is actually easier to them. And so they think it is just Nigeria. When you fall under the categories of those that require visa, then you will understand that it is very difficult, okay, to get visa because of the protocols that you will have to pass through. So yes, you need visa from South Africa to Nigeria, except you already have your international passport as a Nigerian. They do not share similar constitution. The only thing that we share in common is the similar cultures in few cases, which is the Africanness and the physical identity. So why the long-standing invisible war? It is not news that Nigerians are not welcomed in South Africa. Whether you want to believe it or not, That's an old news. There's been a lot of issues centering on accusations in drug dealing, snatching, that the Nigerian men are snatching South African women. Nigerians are too loud and proud, taking over their businesses, robbing them of what belongs to them, like their minister said. It's been 1 year, one story. And make I tell on the truth, my people. The truth be say, now my people, they find them enter their country. Yes, it would be wrong of me to say that all accusations are false. Of course, there are bad eggs everywhere. Just like you have bad eggs in South Africa. Just like you have bad eggs in other African countries, in Europe, in America, and in other parts of the world. Bad people are everywhere. Okay? However, for those in South Africa, they mostly lie. They mostly exaggerate or magnify or sometimes even make up situations just to help their accusations and gain upper hands. Sure, what do you expect? They are in their land. I know there are a few cases whereby they accused and it was correct. Yes, we know that. It's happening same in other countries. Likewise, South Africans. No one is a saint, so nobody should come here and rub it on my face. As for other accusations like businesses and physical attraction, we Nigerians are highly unapologetic about it. Buckle down and take care of your women. Then you will stop worrying out of envy. As for businesses, well, it goes both ways. Okay, there are South Africans doing businesses in Nigeria, big businesses in Nigeria, as well as Nigerians doing businesses in South Africa. So that shouldn't be a problem. However, it still boils down on anti-immigration and extremist issues. Let's have a proper discussion about Chidimma. Chidimma is a 23-year-old Nigerian whose mom is from Mozambique. And the father is a Nigerian man of Igbo and Yoruba heritage. Okay, however, the man grew up with his mother's people in Enugu State. Michael Okechukwu Adetshina, aka Okewawa Anukenyi of Enugu State. So Wawa people are mostly people of Nkano, Nsoka in Enugu State. We also have Wawa people in Ebonyi State, but I think he's from Enugu State. So he grew up with his mother's people in Enugu State, as well as naturalized or indigenized with them there for reasons best known to him. However, he retained his ancestral name, Adetshina. We are talking about Adetshina, the normal Adetshina that you know. However, with the twist in the name, they have their reasons. So we all have our reasons, including I and my family. Also, my siblings, the men, decided to add a twist to their name. Okay, that twist may differentiate your lineage in the near future. So yeah, let's just stop it there. There is no need going to dig deep. It is not, we don't have that right to know why they did, but everybody or anybody that looks at that name knows the meaning of the name, knows the name is from Adetshina. So let's just stop it there. Chidimma is a model, a true beauty. She is a mother. She does marketing. She advertises products for companies online, and she does her job. Okay. So she is a model. Few months ago, Chidimma declared her interest to contest for Miss South Africa, and everything was normal. She went through the procedures of being screened, and yes, she qualified because based on the constitution, she was eligible to contest because she is a citizen of South Africa by birth. That is what we know before now.
Hello South Africa, my name is Chidimma Vannesa Onwe Adetshina. I'm 23 years old, all the way from Cape Town. I'm a netball player and an LLB law student. Violence against women and children still remains ubiquitous and unreported. The silence on violence against women and children has to be broken, and now is the time for us to take stronger measures to attend to the cries of our victims and to create a safer society for women and children to live in. Alongside the Miss South African platform, I can encourage society to join hands with me in advocating for change and supporting initiatives that will protect women. By doing so, we can create awareness and we can educate the public as well as the public services so that we can create a safe environment for our victims to speak and to be heard.
30 contestants arrived at the Golden City and the contest began. And everything was moving normal. Nigerians in the diaspora who knew about the contest supported her. Nigerians in South Africa, the Nigerian community in South Africa supported her. She also had massive support from some South Africans. I'm going to be honest with us. Because the truth of the matter is this. You know, most of we Nigerians didn't really know much about this issue until the saga started. The accusation went viral. Some people passed a petition that went viral, and they were telling them to write a petition, to sign a petition against Chidimma. It was funny, but it went viral, yes. And South Africans were really calling for that. Even before then, there were still South Africans who rooted for her. Okay, so it's not as if all South Africans know, because before now, she was already making wave. And the people who voted for her were mostly South Africans. Even before we got to know about the situation down here in Nigeria. I know the Nigerian community in South Africa also supported those in the diaspora, but there are South Africans, many South Africans, who also rooted for her. Because, for goodness sake, she exudes class, she exudes beauty. She didn't hide her name from the beginning, though she was saying she's South African. That I understand, okay? Because many of you that were born in America say you are an American, especially if you are contesting for something or for a position in America. Those in the US that are Nigerians who are contesting for political position in America, they don't say I'm Nigerian American. No, they say I'm American. Yes, you are trying to tell people you are Nigerian American when you are talking about dual citizenship. So it means you can be a citizen of this place and a citizen of this place. However, when you want to address a nation, of course, you're already a citizen of this. You pick the citizenship of what you are talking about or the country you're trying to project. If I say I'm a Nigerian American and I'm projecting Nigeria to the world, I won't stand in front of the world and say I'm a Nigerian American. I will say I'm a Nigerian. Especially if I'm going to represent Nigeria. The same is applicable if I go to America and I say, oh, I'm contesting for a particular position in America. I won't go there and tell them, oh, I'm a Nigerian American. No, I will tell them I'm an American. But when you want to talk in context of dual citizenship, you say you are a Nigerian American. But her name is already a giveaway. And I could remember when I talked about her name and some people came to attack me and I say, hey, her name from the beginning through the end is Nigerian. Apart from the Vannesa that is English. So yes, it is easier for her to be a victim. Okay, so the bully started. Some will say, oh, we are not trying to bully her, we are trying to stay true. But my questions are, what about others? Yes, I know there was also hate on them. In fact, the truth of the matter is that she wasn't the only one. Even the Chinese lady, the hatred was also much. However, it was centered on Chidimma. Maybe because she progressed to the final round. From top 30, she entered top 25. From there to top 20. That was when the agitations began. When South Africans saw that she's getting massive votes, she's beautiful, she's the definition of class, she embodies the African goddess look, then envy started spreading. And then the petition to cancel her started. They passed by the petition, calling on all Mzansi, all South Africans to cancel Chidimma, to sign the petition to remove Chidimma. Listen, guys, I understand. That's not a problem. You have to do what you have to do. It is your land after all. But my happiness is that she came from somewhere. Let's listen to this.
The beauty of South Africa is our unity, and this was portrayed in the Rugby World Cup in 2023. We can see the power that unity has, and it is a driving force to perfection. We played our part in watching the game and supporting them. Even though we were not present, they could feel that we were united, and that was their driving force to win the game.
She still have knuckles of Igbo accent. She is not one of us. Bara has just confirmed that they don't have her record of birth. Can she show us her birth certificate with a government stamp of where she was born? This woman will be parading in South African courts very soon. Prison sentence loading. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Now this was said exactly 1 month ago by a South African. I have noticed that you have been commenting on a lot of her posts. Please go find something better to do. Yes. Now that's also someone who is not a Nigerian. So you see that there's been a misreaction. As they were busy with their agitations and online bullying against her, she qualified for the final round.
Hi everyone, my name is Chidimma Vannesa Onwe Adetshina, known as Chichi. I am an official Miss South Africa 2024 finalist.
And South Africa hell broke loose, and a call to sign the petition against her became intense, and it went viral. Miss South Africa is really dropping the ball this time around with that "I'm tired" kind of face. Someone now said, people are going out of their way to support you. They don't even know the facts surrounding the backlash this girl. All they are always putting on the table is xenophobia. This woman doesn't have anything South African. Her Nigerian father came to South Africa through a student visa, and yet there are no evidence of him attending any university in South Africa. Her mother, same thing, and she was working in her father's salon. That means the South African identity document she claims to possess is also questionable. I don't even want to touch on the issue of her being a mother and a divorcee. Now another person now said, and so what? People like you are the reason why Africa isn't moving forward as a continent. A Philippines was crowned Miss Universe UK. A Ghanaian represented the US at Miss Grand and won the list The list is endless. So what point are you trying to make? As if you get a permanent residency in UK or the Americas you won't take. Shame on you. So someone said this is a South African pageant, not Miss Africa or Miss United Nations. We don't care what other countries do. This is a family matter for South Africans, which you are not a part of. So your opinion doesn't matter. And someone also said, this lady got people shaken by her beauty. Wow, I see Miss Universe here. Someone said, so Demi Peters, a white South African woman, there is nothing about her that will tell you she's South African. Govenda, that is clearly Indian at first glance, are South Africans enough. But because someone is bearing Chidimma, she's not South African enough. Rainbow Nation in the mood. Tell me, did she win the pageant? Or where was she catwalking during the real Miss South Africa? I guess in Hebrew. Her life is destroyed. No corporate sponsor will associate their brand with her. Only Nigerian scammers and fraudsters will use her no-existing fame to scam people. South Africans always come first. Even her Nigers don't want her in Nigeria. She will be parading in courts in 5 weeks deportation loading. You don't even sabi speak English first. You don't even sabi speak English or write English. She will be parading in courts in 5 weeks deportation loading. All her documents are now invalid. She is too greedy and arrogant to be South African. Hey. Nigerians were insulted for the supposed or alleged crime committed by a Mozambican woman. Now, this proves one point. Their problem isn't what they are claiming, but Nigeria is their problem. Let's listen to this. Just listen to this and you will understand what I'm talking about. This was an interview granted to one of them, a South African representative.
I don't know. I am waiting for answers. But they say it's xenophobic when you ask the question. How can it be xenophobic? We must start to listen to each other. We are being overrun here by illegal foreigners. Not, the emphasis on illegal. People on the ground are feeling the pain. I can't now, because I'm a minister now, I must now stop talking about the problems. Illegal foreigners got all the jobs here. They're taking over everything. And it's a problem that we need to speak about in the restaurants. They're the only ones working.
The issue really here is that the link is with her Nigerian father.
Correct. But what I'm saying to you is that why is the link not with her South African mother? And that's what I'm speaking to, that the nationality of her mother matters too. The person who carried her is South African, and in the way descent is something that's neither here or nor there. And I'm happy that the minister has come to appreciate this in his recent conversation, right? Because the basis of the questioning is primarily on her name. Nothing else, because if you see contestants on Miss South Africa, we have always assumed they are South African, regardless of their race, regardless of even where their parents were born, by the way. And it's a misconception to primarily base South Africans as xenophobic and all those particular conversations, right? This particular make is a very peculiar one, and it's historic as well. And I mean, we speak about Pan-Africanism all the time, and it becomes desensitized because we regurgitate it with no collection of the historical question and the crisis it answers. But colonization conquers Africans and spreads across the globe. That's the historical context of Africans being in the diaspora, right? The divide and conquer isn't on the basis of just psychological separation alone, but actual physical, geographic separation. Our forebears in the revolution understood that these separations would essentially create an othering of other black people, right?
I'm going to come in there and just look at some of the background of this issue, because also you mentioned the issue of race. I mean, we've had a previous Miss South Africa, for example, who came from a mixed heritage with Portuguese and Angolan as her part of her heritage, Vannesa, who won in 2001. These issues weren't raised then?
Yeah, you're correct to also identify that I need to essentially the basis of this whole conversation is primarily on the issue of blackness, right? And a particular kind of blackness. This is not just a South African issue. It's an issue that many people, especially African people, have across the diaspora, with the remnants of colonization, of being a conquered nation that has been so conquered that we start hating anything that moves closer to blackness. We despise people who speak improper English. We despise people who are dark-skinned, people who have big noses, who have big lips. Especially as South Africans, if we can accept Europeans and forgive them, if we can mingle with Indians, with the Chinese and the colors, and I'm saying colors because colors is a broad spectrum. Some are descendants of the Malay, some are descendants of the Khoisan, of black people, of the Dutch, of Europeans, and even descendants of Indians, like I said, then we can definitely offer the same acceptance to those who are even closer to us geographically and in regards to the DNA. Chidimma, she's not lost. She's not lost. She's an African child on African soil in the southern part of Africa.
And I love the lady so much. Hear everything explicitly stated by this lady. And of course, she's absolutely correct. They tried to stop her by using her marital issues and her child. However, they failed as they realized that it's not enough to disqualify her. So, they went further and dug up some information concerning her birth, which is very funny, and it is still a propaganda. No conclusion yet. We do not know the truth. However, they bullied her and forced her to step down. Well, that's okay. They went online, they rejoiced, they thought her career was over. Just go through this comment. Someone actually said that her career is over. All of a sudden, it started like a rumor. What if? Maybe. However, Nigerians did what they know how to do best. We do not abandon our own. Yes, someone said South Africans united because of Chidimma's issue. But let me tell you, you united to fight her. Though not all of you, I must admit. However, I want you all to know this. We are Nigerians. You cannot have the last laugh when you come for Nigerians. That she was the top 11 doesn't mean she would win. I will always tell people that brute force can never be as powerful as deception. If they were smart enough, they would have allowed the organizers. Yes, even if you know about it, just allow her to be there. In the end, one person will win. You wouldn't have raised much dust. But no, agitation was there. You couldn't just control your emotions. This is why Nigerians will always be different. If Nigerians do not like you, you will know. But if Nigerians do not want you, it will be difficult for you to even know, especially when it comes to business. That is why Nigerians are highly business oriented. People vote with money, don't they? And there's been a lot of people voting with money. And it's not free. You all know it's not free. So the more votes she gets, the more money the organization makes. And the more money you make as a nation. People vote with their money. And the business will continue. In the end, only one person will win. Nobody knows the person. It is whom you present to us that we will believe. Isn't that true? However, because you are in a hurry, even when the organizers are telling you she's qualified to contest, but people want a petition, whom are you doing? Are you doing Nigeria? Or are you doing Chidimma? You did yourself. Because the money that the voters would have given you, they took it back. In fact, some people even lost interest since the brouhaha started. So even the organization lost enough money that they would have made because this is business for them. They gave her $53,000, bands, housing. They also needed to do what? To get some money back. They needed to make some money, but no. You are in a hurry. Because some of you do not really understand how business works. She won't win. Then after this contest, you will adjust your constitution, go forth, go back and do other things you want to do, raise a constitution backed up as a law. You've made your money. She still did not win, but no, you did not. But thank God you did not. Because if this saga did not erupt, Chidimma wouldn't have been known globally now. And she wouldn't have even been invited by Miss Universe Nigeria. You see why I said your stumbling block became a stepping stone for her. The minister mentioned the fact that illegal migrants come to South Africa to take up their jobs. A Nigerian cannot be allowed to represent Miss South Africa. However, a foreigner of Dutch origin won and represented South Africa and will be representing South Africa. Well, that is still okay. Now Nigeria reached out to take back our own. What the organization, the Miss Universe Nigeria organization, did wasn't easy, but for the sake of our own, it's worth it. You screamed, you shouted online, you wrote your petition and wanted people to sign it. It went viral. Oh yes, we agree, no problem. However, it all ended with you. Chidimma's storyline continued. Your own chapter ended. Maybe you are part 1 or season 1. All your episodes went in line with it. Now Chidimma is now in her season 2.
Hello everyone, my name is Chidimma Vannesa Onwe Adetshina, and I cannot start off this video without expressing my gratitude to the incredible people who have shown me so much love and so much support Now, I have received an invitation from the Silverbird Group, who are the organizers of the Miss Universe Nigeria beauty pageant. And I say this with great excitement because I have decided to participate in the Miss Universe Nigeria 2024 beauty pageant. Now, I understand the expectations and responsibilities that come with this title, and I am so excited to embark on this journey. And I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. And I'm looking forward to participating in Africa's most prestigious beauty pageant, Miss Universe Nigeria.
They became surprised. Shook them. You know, some of them were shooked.
Hello everyone, my name is Chidimma Vannesa Onwe Adetshina, and I am representing the Nature's Gift of the Nation, Taraba State. As a woman who has faced adversity, I want to use my voice and my story alongside with the Miss Universe Nigeria platform to promote inclusion and acceptance. I also want to educate people on the power of diversity to build a stronger community that benefits everyone.
Congratulations, girl. I love your journey so far. This is a story. And I hope that one day you'll be able to pen down all that happened. And I also want to use this opportunity to tell my Nigerians, stay where you are accepted. Stay where you belong. See, leave these people. I feel that what happened for a reason. However, when people do not want your kind, do not, even if you grew up amongst them, try to avoid them as practicably as possible. Stay where you are accepted. Stay where you are valued. Stay with your people. We are Nigerians. I hope this is a lesson to everyone out there. It might have worked for Chidimma, but it may not work for another person. However, I am so proud that the girl is laughing last. Whether she's going to win or not, a message had already been sent. And it is clear. Because the kind of victimization online was horrible. Kilode. It was as if she was the only person contesting. But in the end, someone else won.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze. In the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive.